Afua Hagan is standing by to give us more. Afua, first, can you bring us up to date? What are the major developments in the war today, both on the battlefield and politically inside Ukraine?
I think what's really significant at the moment when it comes to the military effort is how far deep inside Russia Ukraine are able to push because of their access to drones. So initially, when it came to this battle, this is like in 2022, 2023, Ukraine would strike 5, 10, maybe 100 miles inside Ukraine. Now inside Russia. Now you're looking at Ukraine attacking 600, 700, 800 miles behind enemy lines. And this is very, very significant that the Ukraine are able to do this. So Russia says Ukraine launched 791 drones in one overnight assault across Russia and across also the occupied Crimea. Now, Moscow's mayor said that 600 of those drones were towards the Moscow region, with 180 intercepted. That's thought to be the second largest Ukrainian drone attack since January 2025. This is significant, because Ukraine are trying to change the psychology of the conflict.
Right.
Instead of just defending that really long border, it's about 1,250 kilometers, they're now striking deeper and deeper into Russia. And therefore, the economic and the logistical costs of the war for both Ukraine and Russia will be much, much more. So this is about stretching the resources of the Russians and also reminding them that Ukraine may be much smaller than them, but they can strike deeper behind enemy lines when they need to.
Now, it's quite clear that Zelensky is quite but wartime elections. How serious a challenge is this to President Zelensky?
You're absolutely right. Zelensky is under the cosh at the moment, and this challenge from his ousted defense minister is quite serious because it picks up on that thread of democracy, that democracy has been on hold since 2022 because of the Russian invasion. But the former defense minister is saying that just because Ukraine is at war doesn't mean that democracy should be held hostage by Russia. So he is really closely associated with something Ukrainians are extremely proud of, and that is the transformation of Ukraine into one of the, the countries of the world's most technologically sophisticated drone powers. So because he is sort of responsible for that transformation, he is supremely supremely popular, amongst a lot of people. So for him, for Fedorov to come out and say this, saying that democracy should be upheld, saying that there should be an election, will raise a lot of eyebrows, but will also raise a lot of his supporters and will put Zelensky under pressure, because you have someone who's extremely popular, someone who has turned the Ukraine around in terms of its military power, now calling for elections. Lots of people are going to listen to him. And like you said, there is going to be a protest for him outside of Parliament, where his supporters are going to come out and ultimately back this idea. So the pressure is really on for President Zelensky at the moment.
Thank you so much, Afua Hagan. Of course, we will continue to monitor the situation and get more feedback from our senior international correspondent, Afua Hagan. Thank you so much.